live yet? Are we live yet? We're live. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. And again, I've left my camera at the wrong angle. Hey, David, how you doing? I'm a wee bit late today. I was getting ready to stream at the usual time, and I discovered that the cord I was using to charge the phone, which is my camera, was not charging at the rate I required. Ultimately, dud charging, got on the proper cable, boom, we're good to go. And here I am. Now the result of that is that, heaven forfend, I'm actually got shit together this morning. I'm ready to rock and roll on the airbrushing straight away. That's the first, I tell you. Now, so, I guess what's really left to do is get on with it, isn't it? So once I've got that done, we'll have a bit of a flick further through the Lavockin book, see if there's anything we can do on that. If not, it's B17 time. Or maybe not. I have another idea as well. We'll leave that thought there. Anyway, first things first. Actually, attend to my itchy ear first. Mouthful of coffee. Hello, caffeine, my old friend. Alrighty, let's move you good people. Actually, light goes on. There we go. Let's bring you good people around. Boom. I had a good look through my painter soot collection this morning to have get a fix on exactly which grey I did wish to use. If you recall, I was having a bit of a debate with myself about that one. Now, yeah, that's stayed good. Now, next, and it's this one we're rolling with for the base on this. Yeah. All right, now I should probably remove that. I've got to say, in comparison to the B17, this is tiny. Ha ha! I mean, well, single engine as opposed to 4-engine, all that sort of caper. But yeah, tiny. That's probably enough. Okay. There we go. Just be a bit cautious here. Goes on. And paint goes on the thumb. Of course it does. This is what paper towel is for. Okay. Now, given that's a bit on the higher side, I'll be right. Let's try turning the fucking brush on, Rob. Nice one, dipstick. You golly. Let's try it now, shall we, people? Good. Nice and easy. All right. A bit more, perhaps. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. There is our undercoat. That's going to be our base coat for. Oh, hey, how you doing? Good joust. Yeah, phones are a bit of a curse. Okay, that's going to be our base color there. Now I've got a bit of paint left. I might just let that dry for. One of the good parts about the SMS paints is that they dry enough for the second coat fairly quickly. So I can just like, don't lean like that. So yeah, I can just be really cool with that. Okay. Boom. All right. I reckon I might as well choose the last of it, hey? Jeez, I've got that much. Almost done. Well, it's certainly a thorough paint coating. Happy with that as an undercut color. Yes, I am. Now, tomorrow what we got to do is put the little dark ocean grey cloudy patches. Boom. All right. 10 minutes. Winning. If I get this brush cleaned nice and quickly, I reckon we're going to look at a figure. Yes, we are. Actually, no. First, we're going to see what we can do. Else, we could potentially do on the Lavockin. But after that, we're going to have a bit of a look at a figure. So yeah, because whilst I have various things planned for the next however long, I tend to intersperse them with working on some figures. And I want to start with first I got these figures from ICM, and their one is to 16, I think it is, and the detail's great, and I think there'd just be sort of like something to do a bit of work here and there on, just to break stuff up, just to, so they're not always looking at the same thing when I'm working on big stuff or. So a lot of that is now off and into the thinner. And let's just are we done, are we? Wow. Oh, not quite yet. There we go. All right. Now. Brush off. Now, get this off my clean just a little bit. There we go. Stop falling down. Okay. Something. Hang on. There we go. Gotcha. Sometimes there's two parts there, and sometimes they'll come off together, and that's actually a pain in the ass. Oh God, does that need to still that far down? There we go. I prefer to keep the needle away from stuff I'm working with, because I think it's possible to damage it that way. Am I overly cautious? I don't know. But when it comes to that sort of paper, I don't think it's possible to be overly cautious. Maybe it's just me. Because what I'm going to do is actually get the needle out first. Let's finish gluing this bit. There we go. All right. Oh, hey John, how you doing? Now get that over to there. Pull that needle back. Get that off. Get that little micro spanner thing they give you. Okay. All right. Now. It's a thinner. There. Nice and clean. Beautiful. Now, next. Whilst I've got a bit of thinner on that, I might just wipe that across there. Give that a bit of a roll around on the thread there. When we get closer onto it anyway, but you know. Now, next, we shall chug 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 chug. I'm going to stop right there. Boom. Okay. Now, we'll grab one of our little pokey things. I believe that's the term we use, pokey thing. Probably that one. There's two there, Rob. What are you doing?
What are you doing there?
Bit of thinner. Beautiful. Now, next on our agenda. Every time I say agenda, I saw this thing on YouTube, and it was Andy Serkis who played Gollum on one of the Tonight shows, but they got him to read tweets by Donald Trump in Gollum's voice. And at one point, the term used was the agenda of hate. And yeah, said in Gollum's voice, I can now only ever hear with the word of agenda. I can only ever hear
The agenda of hate.
in any context that I hear the word agenda, that's what I hear straight away. Gollum. So yeah. Yes, now. Pokey thing. Very thin pokey thing. And even, in fact, I remember now for that I can even, which is our thinnest, we'll roll with that one. And Okay. That's something I really like about this needle, or nozzle rather, is that you can get right in with a brush to clean it, and this is the first nozzle I've worked with that has that capacity. And I think it's great. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, boom. Next. Okay, let us yank. See if I can see what I can. Oh, burst. There's like a little bubble of paint over there. You might have seen it, I don't know. It amused me. I'm easily amused though. What can I tell you? Now, I need to get some more thinner in this jar. I shall tend to that today. Let's see. So come around here. There we go. Starting to come together. Tell you, cotton wool buds, marvellous bloody things, I tell you. That's my opinion anyway. Oh, you saw it? It amused me. But then again, as I said, I am easily amused. Yeah. All right. Give that a bit more of a going over. Then we'll finish the mechanism through there. Then we will reassemble. Oh, hey, Sprue, how are you doing? There we go. Nice and clean. There is no such thing as an airbrush. It's too clean, I tell you. There we have it. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yeah. There we go. I reckon. Yes. Rubbing all good in the hood. Now, bud. Ha! I don't know if you guys are familiar with a Monty Python sketch called The Martyrdom of St. Victor. Ultimately, St. Victor gets tempted for 14 days and nights by maidens of the Orient. And when he finally collapses and gives in with cries of, "This is fantastic. Oh, this is terrific." The Lord hears his cries, and verily he slew the maidens. And he'll soon get to the point, and cause their cotton wool buds to blow away. And their Kleenex was laid waste utterly. Yeah, the cotton wool buds were blown away. Tell you blow my cotton wool buds away, I'd be an unhappy camper. Oh. Officially, and for the record, Victor, in his anguish, cried out, "The Lord was a rotten bastard." And the Lord sent Victor an angel to keep him company for the weekend. And entered they together unto the jacuzzi. Yeah. Now, that's where all the mucky muck resides. Now. Oh, almost broke the sound barrier. We'll go for that one, I reckon. There we go. Nice. Swipe. Repeat process. Then actually pretty close to able to put it back together then. And yoink. Yeah. Now, finally, well, not quite finally, but almost finally, one last little run through around here. Yeah, see, there's still just those little bits. And we'll be attending to that directly. Yes. Alrighty. Next. We shall. A little thing I like to do. Still shooting there. Yeah, look at that. It's amazing how much can actually stay in an airbrush. Oh, hey Robert, how you doing? Yeah, it amazes me how much can actually stay in an airbrush if you, regardless of how much effort you put into cleaning. It's not always lackadaisical. But yeah, there we go. Now, of course, there's more around here. I would rather get medieval on its ass now and make sure it's properly clean than get some sort of paint mix going on that you don't want. Now, also, let's face it, it's just bad for your airbrush not to be properly cleaned. Gets all clagged up and shit. Nobody wants that behaviour. Certainly I don't. Okay, I reckon you might be good this time. So I'm just going to very quickly. That remains to be seen, I tell you. Now, if we get this piece of paper to be cleaner. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's that's something that's a bit of an issue in Australia, but in the reverse way, obviously, I'm sure you can work out. This is why I got this. Because where I lived before, I had to go out to the shed to airbrush. Now, of course, at a certain outside to certain temperature ranges, there we go, more grunge there. You can't airbrush, and in Australia, in spring, not well, depends. Certainly in summer, you can go long stretches where you're just not going to airbrush, mate, and kind of puts a bone up your ass. As far as getting shit done goes. So that's why I invested in the airbrushing thing, because then I can go boom, hit the aircon if I need, and still get the shit done, you know? I don't know how you're going for space as far as you. The other advantage I have, big advantage, I'm the only person who lives in my unit, so I can set it up just how I want, and everybody else can go and get. You know what I'm saying? If you're not the only person who lives in your unit, that may not be so accommodated. Reckon we're good now, guys. Let's find out. Easy. Now. Nice and clear. That's what I want to see. There's probably minuscule amounts in there. Even if I get a bit of grunge off the front here, which I probably will. If I don't, children. I'm pretty chipper with that because I'm going to put some thinner through it before we're done anyway. I'm now entering the realm of high pedantry. All right. Finally. Now, let us. Yeah. Oh, look. Successful is depends on how you define shit, man. Now, however, I'm fortunate. I'm aware that not everybody has this option enabled for them. So yeah. In which case, yes, I can see how you would have a break at a certain time of year because, yeah, as we have just discussed, the temperature will put its bone up your clacker. Nobody needs them apples. Not quite getting the thread into the correct spot. I hate when that happens. Where there? Not chappy about that. Now. Well, that's the big one, mate. As long as you're happy with it, it's all good in the hood. Now, now, was it this song? Let's have a look. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter about it. Put that in now. I'll shove that on. On you go. Yeah. I ask you. Yeah. Boom. Oh, hey, Caesar, how you doing, man? Okay, I do have actually. There's a few ways we can go about it. Because I've got a bit of. I've got the airbrushing done properly. I've cleaned up. I've got time available. There's a few things I've got. Well, okay, first I have a comprehensive stash. When I say comprehensive, I mean comprehensive. I have a cunning plan, kids. Give me a moment. I'll explain how I go about it, mate, and I'll even happily show you. And then we're going to grab one of the kits and have a bit of a look-see. The question is, which one? Now, you see, one thing I can explain whilst I continue this Oh, Rob. Yuts. One thing I can explain is that my next 12 months is pretty much planned out because I've got plans on building a series of Mustangs. And when I say that, what I mean, that's not correct. That's not good. Is not just the aircraft, but the car. Now, there we go. That's how it should happen, kids. I got the urge to do that because I found, first, a statement that may seem random, but bear with me. When I was a kid, I'm talking about like really young, one of my favourite toys was a Boss Mustang, Matchbox Boss Mustang. For reasons I can't even remember now, I chose recently to see if it could be found on eBay, and lo and behold, the 1972 version of the Mustang, that the very type I had, complete with box, could be acquired. I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to build that. As I looked at once it had arrived, I had a closer look and realised it wasn't actually my favourite type of Mustang, as far as the car goes, that is. So I thought, well, I could build both of them. And then I thought, because I've also always liked the P51D or P51. Of course, there's a whole evolution there. And they're Mustangs. I thought I could build a shelf with the two Mustang cars I like, a P51A, P51D, and F51. So as you can see, I've got that sort of like planned out in my own mind. Along the way, because I don't want to just build Mustangs for 12 months, I'm going to be building 109. So what I'll probably do is, if I do 5 streams in a week, I might spend 3 or 4 of them on Mustangs and 1 or 2 on the 109s, juggling them around depending on how it goes. And what I want to do with the 109s is to have one of every operational or type that operated in the Second World War. Bear in mind, to me, the 109 is the sexiest fighter aircraft ever. Don't get me wrong, I love my Spitfires. They're a beautiful aircraft, very pretty. 109s, sexiest aircraft ever. And I've got all the kits for them. Now, on top of that, I've got a whole stack of other kits I want to build. But what I reckon I might do, let me just check through this and get this all properly cleaned. Have we done that? So give me a moment. But I've also got some really cool figures that I want to build, just to break things up a little bit along the way. Because if we get too focused on the Mustangs and the 109s, I'll do my own head in, So I will actually, something I'll show you, and indeed the other viewers. Give me a moment. There we go. Is what I'm looking at, and further to which, we can grab one of the other kits. Now I like to give my airbrushes a bit of a rinse. That's golden. Oh, hey King Fox, how you doing, man? That's fantastic. Only. Suddenly I feel much better about my stash. Here's the line. It's got to be done. It's not the size of your stash, it's how you use it. All too easy. Give me a moment. Now I've got like 2 stashes effectively. What I've got mostly in my stash is 109. A shitload of 109s, as you will soon see. There we go. And that is our airbrush finally bloody cleaned. Boom. Ha! 10 minutes of airbrushing, 36 minutes of cleaning. Yeah, that's airbrushing for you, kids. But does give you a nice job. Nice coating of. So, there we go. Popping back into this little case. In you go. There we go. What are you doing to me? Now, put that out. That out. Now, very quickly before I go and do other stuff, we go and look at other stuff. Here, for those who haven't seen it, is a light grey coat on the Lavockin. So, tomorrow we can put the dark grey splotches on, and then we'll peel it all off. And then we do any tidy ups. But there she blows. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Now, one thing I do want to check very quickly before we go looking at stashes and things. Now, where? Okay. I see, said the blind man. We do have some other airbrushing to do, actually, beyond the splotches. Then we start getting on to our red bits, which would be here. And then we can put our wheels on. And that's pretty much it at that point. I often put the wheels on after I've done the deckling, just because that's so much small shit, you don't want to knock it off. See how I feel about that idea on closer inspection. Now, what we will do next is, alrighty. Now, give me a moment. First, I need a mouthful of coffee. Now, we're going for a walk, kids. Yes, we are. Now, now, be aware, I'm not going to be able to see your comments for a little while. Now, this is the first part of my stash. Now, as you can see, I've got some of the kits ready to rock and roll here. These are the ones I'll be using for the... Yes, there are 2 of those. I accidentally stood on a thing there, but I want to use parts of that for another kit. That's a whole other story. Hang on. No. What's happened with my phone? Oh, really? Give me a moment. You might get. There we go. So we've got that Mustang. We've got, where's the other one? The other one is there. Is that one? I'm also going to be building down the track a Lamborghini that you can see. But anyway, yeah, here's the Mustangs I've got. So we're trotting them out. Now, along the way, I did mention the 109s. Now, I've got one of them here. It's in a bit of a squished pack. This is a 109A. And I'm sort of tempted to start with that one because, well, it comes with a photo etch, which I think is pretty cool. But I also have a 109K. And that's Hartman. And Hartman's, well, he's Eric Hartman. So I'm thinking about that. Along the way, I do want to do that war spite. I've got the Condor because I can do it with Hitler's markings, which is interesting. And that one up there is just because it's unusual. That's one from the Japanese supplied Thailand with some aircraft to fight against the French in the Second World War. That's one of them. Now, getting back to the point, going back through. Actually, while I'm here, this is my library, and that's my martial arts. Actually, the top shelf is more the philosophy, but it's martial arts and military history books. Anyway, here's my. Now, here we go. 109 city limits, kids. So I have. Here's a C, an H, E, few E's, lots of E's actually. There's more, trust me on this. Obi Rob knows this to be true. G14, E14, F, another F, D, B. So yeah, I've got a whole, as you can see, I've got a whole stack of bombers and stuff. Now, out of all of that, I've decided that I'm going to go from a what, as you can see, yeah. So yeah, out of that, I've now, sorry. Next thing I was going to look at and get us all to. There's two things I will grab. Right. Oh, come here, you. Why, you little? And zwei. Now. Yeah. I have a huge amount of books. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got the F-51 because it is, whilst, let's face it, the only real difference between the F-51 and the P-51 is the letter. There's not much difference. It's more just of a designation. At the same time, it's a thing. And also I kind of like the fact that it came with the Korean Air Force markings, which I thought was a little unusual and therefore kind of cool. Now, all right. Now, what I want to kind of break things up a bit with every now and again is some of these sorts of deals, which we'll get a closer look at shortly. Which is to say, this is more something I'll do a bit here and a bit there on. I'm probably not going to get... Now, I first got the idea of getting these because there's a collection of these. Not beefeaters, that is. World Guard series is what they're called. This is one of them. They're pretty cool. That was what first drew me to the idea of getting some figures. And they got really cool detail on them. Now, along the way, the one I want to do first, though, is this one. The Viking dude. So, don't think I've even opened this one yet, have I? Possibly. Let's have a look at it. Well, hang on, have I? Oh, gee, I don't think I have. Oh, how exciting. Pull that out. Aha! All right. Yeah, well, I also wanted to get a Centurion. Ooh, nice one, Centurion. Right, there's it now. This will be interesting because they've actually got a thing drawn on that one. Do they? Right, they do not give a specific pattern on that. You can put whatever you want on that, and that's kind of cool. Now, and they also give you a bit of a color guide, which is handy. Scope this out, guys. Now, if you take it out of the bag, this is some of the things that I think is kind of cool with this. Give me a moment. Now that's the base. We want to get that away from it. Now, first, oh, so he's got his sword still on. No, it's not. Oh, that is actually, I like that. Oh, you've got options. That's cool too. Anyway, the thing I was going ooh and ah about first. Oh, that is sweet. Okay, scope this out, guys. This is cool. Now, you'll notice on, hang on, let me get the right spot. Right there. Okay, I might have to bring it in. No, I can't bring it. I suppose that if I can get a decent focus on it, I'll get stuff out the back. Right there, good. On the hemline, you'll actually see a runic pattern. And here's the cool part. Now, hang on. Bearing in mind that, we'll find it again now. Okay, there's our pattern. They illustrate. You can do that with it. That's a bit cool. The pattern is there to be done with that. That's kick-ass. Oh yeah, that's sexy detail. Pretty good detail on the facial expression there. What else do I like? Lots of things. The shield's got some cool bits. I'll keep that zoomed out. There we go. There's the centerpiece that you would necessarily put about in there. Even that's got some nice detail on it. I like the fact you can see the planks. Whilst they've got it drawn as being plain, I'll show you. Boom. I would consider exploring options on that. I believe in some instances it could even just be as simple as one color there. There's like red and white even. I believe it's quite a plausible sort of a pattern. I might zoom out just a little there. So if I did a one white, alternating red and white, that I believe that's quite a conceivable pattern to utilize. Now they've got a sword here that's very cool, and I might end up putting that. If I put the sword in his hand, where do I put the axe? Here's a question. Because the sword, scope this out. I'll zoom in again. There we go. Hang on. What's behind this? Doesn't deal well as a thing with stuff. There we go. Right. So you can see that. Where's the other side? There we go. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I reckon I'll be trotting that one out. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's got a lot going on. Now this is going to be a side project, but I reckon I can have a lot of fun with this. And this is the sort of thing that you can sort of because what the plan is, guys, is that once I get the Lavokin and the B-17 completed, I start on the Mustangs and the 109s in earnest, but I want to run this as a bit of a side project. Maybe do a session here and there on it because it's kind of cool. And in a lot of ways, I don't think this would necessarily actually take that long to do, because the number of pieces per se, if you check it out, give me a moment, isn't that many. And a lot of it you could airbrush, which would be kind of cool. And give it a nice, then you put your weathering effect on. Kids. Liking some of what the options this presents, But as you can see, like I said, there's not actually. Oh, these are quite solid, these pieces here. I wish I could actually convey that to you, sort of like on camera, but that's actually really solid. That's good. Like that. Yep, arms too. Good. That's really good, actually. Yeah, nice. So none of this fragile nonsense. That's quite sturdy material they've given you. That's cool, man. I mean, just noticed that, and I think that's something that's well worth noting. That let's face it, fragile pieces suck. They really do. and not in the way that anyone wants them to. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's have a look at some of the other details there. Oh, now that's a bit jiggy. I'll show you something, guys. I was looking at these arrows. There's some arrows here. And I was wondering where they went. Scope this out. They show this. These are options they show. Arrows into the shield. That's cool. That is really cool. Like that a lot. Interesting. What you got there is there's the handle, but then there's the methodology of carrying it. So they've got that little strap on the back there. They're showing you to put that in. Oops. I think I do want to have a quick check out. Oh, here's the axe. So the thing is, I want the sword out, as I've said. Oh, excuse me. So where then does the axe go? Is there a... Would I just not put the axe in? Possibly not. I think that's what that's for, maybe. See if I can get a fix on that. Because you'd think if he's got the sword in his hand that the axe would be somewhere. And I'm thinking that little strap there, perhaps. Let's have a look. That's the axe handle there. Something to that effect. I'll work it out. But yeah, and you can also look at the armor here that he's got. Look at that, good detail on the whole box and dice. There's not many options that this doesn't give you that are actually pretty straightforward. A lot of actually, the other option with this sort of caper is to hand paint it and get very specific with the detail. And that's another option I might pursue. Why? Because it behooves me. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, let's see. Today is Thursday, isn't it? So tomorrow we'll be doing the not the last, but some more airbrushing on the Lavockin. And I want to get back on the B17 next week. Just thinking about maybe even getting a bit of a start on this sometime in the next week. Just why not? I'll do a bit of research on figures. Yeah, wouldn't mind. And you know what? If hypothetically I were to do a stream on a Sunday, I might actually even do that. Or I might just see if I'm, I reckon at least one of the streams next week, we might give this a bit of a look at, I reckon. In fact, I am making the executive decision that we will. It's a question of when. I really like the looks of that. Anyway, now that I've drooled and pontificated on that subject, I reckon I'm going to wind the stream up for now. Well, obviously now. It's still Wednesday. Old South Wales, well done, sir. I'd have to pay that little reference. Well done. Yes. Okay. Well, we Thursday here is the bottom line, mate. As I'm sure you understand, time differences. I'm sure you got your noggin around that one. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be back. Now, what am I doing? I haven't even wound up. So yeah, we've got our base coat down. All we got to do now is put the ocean grey splotches on. Then we've got to start looking at there's some red to be done, but at least we're getting some good progress there, I reckon. All right. Southeast, so that's heading out towards the near. Is that sort of like nearer the Atlantic or nearer the Irish Sea, or is it sort of half? I'm just going to turn that off, then move the camera and wind up. Alrighty. Hello. All right, that's me done for today. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, yes, my usual line of hang on. Dear, oh dear, excuse me, guys. Still got a bit of the cold lingering, but yeah, no. Alrighty. Well, first time viewers, magic button time. Follow, like, or subscribe. Very simple equation. Now, you guys are almost England border. Okay, yep. That's now, let's see if I got my geography right. The Welsh town I know that's near the border with England that I'm thinking of is either of Swansea or Glamorgan. You can see I'm not too sure about that one. Yeah, anyway, for those who would like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. And again, we come to those three magic words of follow, like, or subscribe. Oh dear, oh dear. Sorry, guys. Now, tomorrow I'll be back. Hopefully I'll have my phone charged up and I'll be back at the normal sort of a time. Although it didn't seem to make that many odds today, so because you guys are around, so I don't know. I may still actually. Well, either way, I'll be on tomorrow. This is the bottom line, people. And hopefully I won't be coughing. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alrighty. But in the meantime, again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.